According to Tifa Elections Barometer, support for Ruto since Tifa's last survey has declined in 6 of the 9 zones, especially in his home Central Rift and Nyanza, 11% and 10%, respectively. Only in South Rift has he made a major gain, plus 26%. Compared to the results from Tifa's April survey, barely 3 weeks ago, the distribution of expressed voting intentions Odinga has changed somewhat across the country. For Raila Odinga, he has gained in 7 of the 9 zones Tifa uses for such purposes, the biggest in Coast, Nyanza and Western, 13% in the first 2 and 12% in the latter. Only in South Rift has his support decreased, 9%, comparing the main presidential contenders and their running mates in terms of gender. More men than women support both Odinga Karua and Ruto Gachagua, though more than twice as many women as men remain undecided, 19% versus 9%. With regard to age, Raila Odinga is somewhat more popular than William Ruto among older Kenyans, 43% versus 35%, while more younger than older people are yet to make up their minds, 17% versus 11%, about the presidential contest. Largely following the pattern of support for the party alliances, coalitions, the Odinga-Karua pair receive most voting intention support in Nyanza, but also enjoy plurality support in Coast, Lower Eastern, Nairobi, and Western. For their part, the Ruto Gachagua team enjoy most support in South Rift as well as Central Rift, Mount Kenya and Northern zones. According to #Tifa Elections Barometer, the presidential contest pair of Raila Odinga and Martha Karua appear to attract the most voting intentions of Kenyans, though the Ruto Gachagua pair are not far behind, 39% versus 35%. Rather more Kenyans expressed support for Imeamua, One Kenya Alliance than for the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, 38% versus 28%. But this leaves nearly the same proportion, 31%, who identify with neither. Over the last 16 months, 2 most dramatic changes in the popularity of political parties have been, 1, the decline of Jubilee, from 40% to 5%, and the rise of UDA, from nothing to 30%, making it currently the most popular party. In national, geographic terms, only UDA and ODM can claim a substantial level of nationwide support. Support for the 2 next most popular parties, Jubilee and Wiper, is quite concentrated in particular regions, Mount Kenya and Lower Eastern, respectively. As of now, no political party attracts the support of more than 1/3 of Kenyans, UDA 29%, and another 1/4, 25%, who do likewise with ODM. Aside from a small minority who identify with Jubilee, 3%. Hardly any Kenyans now believe that President Uhuru would like his deputy to succeed him following the August election. Only 4%, though slightly more of his supporters cling to this belief as compared to Raila's, 7% versus 1%. Looking at expressed presidential candidate support with regard to 2 demographics, Ruto is more popular among both men and women by about the same margin, though and women are both still undecided and declined to reveal their preferred candidate. While support for former PM Odinga has increased overall, by 5%, since Tifa's February survey, he has gained most in Lower Eastern, by 24%, as well as in Nyanza, by 8%. But he has also seen an increase in support in Coast, Northern, and Western, 6% in each. Support for DP Ruto, again, remains statistically unchanged since Tifa's last, February, survey, though this near-static overall figure obscures some changes in several zones. Looking at the distribution of support for the 2 main presidential candidates across the country, each is most popular in their native zones, Ruto in Central Rift, 70%, and Raila in Nyanza, 56%. Notwithstanding the fact that some 47 people have declared that they will seek the presidency, nearly all Kenyans who have made up their minds say that they intend to vote for either DP William Ruto, 39%, or former PM Raila Odinga, 32%. nearly half of those stating they remain undecided as to whom to vote for as president say they need to know more the policies, manifestos of the candidates. 35%, with only a few saying they are waiting for their deputy running mates to be announced, 4%. According to #Tifa presidential poll, support for the two alliance coalitions is quite evenly split across the country, aside from Central Rift where Kenya Kwanza clearly dominates and in Nyanza whereas Imeamua does likewise. Kenyan's presidential candidate choice, UDA's presidential candidate William Ruto is leading at 39% followed by Imeamua's presidential candidate Raila Odinga who is at 32%.
And then coming to the presidential contest, we see that the gap between the deputy president and the former prime minister has narrowed a little bit down to 7%. And this is among all respondents, not limited to those who said they were definitely going to vote or anything like that. We'll perhaps use that filter in the next survey. But we still have a very large proportion, 28% who declined to name a preferred presidential candidate, either because they said they were undecided, 16%, or 12% who just didn't want to answer the question at all. Just suggesting that the outcome of the presidential race on the 9th of August can in no way be predicted by these figures that were gathered in the survey of about 10 days ago.